This is Jack Fishman behind the camera, speaking with Katharine Caliendo, the newest member of the San Antonio Symphony's French horn section. Welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you.
How did you become a French horn player?
Well, when we were learning about all the different instruments in grade school, our music director told us that the French horn was a special brass instrument because the player got to put their hand inside the bell, and I just thought that was really cool. So that's why I play the French horn.
And so what grade was that you started?
I started in 5th grade. 5th
grade. And what made you go from a 5th grade student fascinated with sticking hands in the bell to a professional musician? How did you get here?
Well, I think it helped that my dad was a high school band director. He's actually my high school band director. So I had a lot of encouragement from home, and he would always encourage me to practice. And he would find a lot of extracurricular honor band activities for me to do. And I just started getting really involved with a bunch of different local bands, and it was so much fun. Got to meet a lot of people.
What grade did you decide to become a music major?
I don't even know. It was just always something I kind of knew that I would do.
And what was your college like?
College was a great experience. I started off going to Manhattan School of Music for 2 years, so that was amazing to live in Manhattan and get a lot of opportunities there. And then after 2 years I transferred to Rice, so I've been in Texas now for the past couple years, and it was almost a totally different experience, but still a lot of great music and just a lot of good experiences.
Now, the audition process is a rather traumatic job interview. It's not like a normal job interview. What was your audition like here, and was it typical, and how do you feel about auditions?
I personally really like auditioning. I'd say that my audition here was pretty standard to what I've experienced elsewhere. 4 rounds playing the excerpts that I'd prepared. It was very standard. It was very easy to do here.
What were the excerpts that you had to play?
Oh my gosh. There were about 20 of them, all standard 4th horn stuff. The solo to Beethoven 9, which I'm excited is coming up next year. It's our only solo in the repertoire.
Yeah, now, many of our viewers may not understand the distinction between 4th horn, 3rd horn, 2nd horn. Unlike string players, you're not just the 4th in the row. You have your own part.
Right, yeah. Each horn has a different function. The 4th horn player is typically the base of the chords, the lowest player most of the time. We get to play a lot with the low brass too, which is always fun.
And have you always been a low French horn specialist, or do you play high French horn parts too?
I play high French horn too. I just really enjoy the challenges of low horn. So I've also been gifted towards it. So while I do like playing high, I just really like playing low.
And you came at a rather interesting time. You arrived here just in time for the Tchaikovsky Festival. That was pretty intense for a French horn section.
Yeah. Well, I was really excited to be able to play that because the first piece that I ever played with orchestra was Tchaik 4, and that wound up being the first piece that I rehearsed here as 4th horn player. So it worked out really nicely.
It's your lucky piece.
Yeah.
Is there anything particular that you look forward to as a 4th hornist besides the Beethoven's Ninth? What's especially challenging for a 4th horn?
That's a good question.
Zarathustra is coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that I'm excited to play.
Is that tough for horns?
Well, I've only gotten to play 2nd horn on it, so I'm excited to be able to play 4th. That's a great piece to play. There's a lot of fun section stuff in there.
And when you're not playing French horn, what do you most like to do?
J'adore parler en français. I really like speaking French. That's been a hobby of mine since high school.
And have you spent much time in France?
No, sadly no. I think I've been there a grand total of combined maybe a week.
Okay, so that's hopefully a orchestra tour de France is somewhere in the future.
Wonderful.
How about French food? Is that a hobby too?
Oh yeah, food in general.
You will find that San Antonio is a very foodie town. There's a lot of great restaurants. I think it's partly a function of our culture and partly the fact that it's such a large convention town. Mm-hmm. For a city our size, there's a lot of very interesting restaurants. Have you discovered any in your brief tenure so far of 2 weeks?
Well, I've been to Mi Tierra downtown. That was really good Mexican food. I also found a great Italian place in the Alamo Quarry. I think it was Piatti. That had really good Italian food. So, and as an Italian from New Jersey, I'm big on my Italian food.
That's fantastic. Well, we look forward to hearing all those special low notes coming up in the end of this season and next season. Congratulations and welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you. Glad to be here.